Magizi and Dundam, Ajamug and Dunjaba. My name is Maria Costello, and I proudly serve as the Assistant Commissioner of Administration for the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. The Assistant Commissioner of Administration has a unique role in our government system and is the only commissioner who can act in the absence of any other commissioner to ensure the executive branch runs smoothly. During the past year, I have taken on the duties of the Acting Commissioner of Community Development and Commissioner of Administration. As we continue to adjust to the new normal post-pandemic, I want to take this opportunity to say miigwech to all Mille Lacs Band employees who are dedicated and work hard to provide the best services to the band membership. I would also like to share some highlights from administration and community development. Over the past 30 years, the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe has been a leader in self-governance within the Federal Department of Interior and Health and Human Services. One of the goals is to implement new regulations developed in accordance with the Progress Act. Under the self-governance agreements, the band receives around $13 million each fiscal year. This funding can be used to support the band's priorities and goals. Under the self-governance program, the band carries out the Elder Supplement Income Program. The program is intended to provide additional funding for eligible band elders. The program receives annual cost of living increase, which can provide additional cash assistance to band elders and families. Currently, the program serves 400 elders and continues to grow each year. Another department under administration is Human Resources, which is a vital department to providing jobs and training to our current and new employees. Some of the highlights include the Middle Management Leadership Training Series, and we continue to revise and update the Personal Policy Manual. Currently, Human Resources is focusing on hiring additional staff to support Health and Human Service Division, enhancing the onboarding process for new employees, and begin implementing the new recommended improvements from the evaluation. The Tribal Child Support Enforcement Office was established in 2011 and continues to grow to meet the needs of band members. Currently, this office assists families within the jurisdiction areas to provide paternity establishment, establish child support orders, modify existing child support orders, and enforcing child support orders that will provide financial support. The total number of open cases during fiscal year 22 are 1,691, and the amount of child support collected and distributed was $1,956,000. The goals of the Tribal Child Support Enforcement Office is to improve communication with clients by providing case status updates regularly, which would include providing additional information that will help clients understand their options available and look at ways to improve our program. Some of the highlights from the community centers are the new District 1 Community Aquatics and Fitness Center opened the doors spring of 2022. This state-of-the-art facility comes with an amazing workout area fully furnished with multiple treadmills, bikes, rowers, pinned weight machines, free weights, dumbbells, battle ropes, and much more. Memberships have been steadily increasing as the months progressed. Currently, there are 500 active members that are on paid memberships. The center also hosts various meetings and various events during each year and every month. Please join our Facebook page, District 1 Community Aquatic and Fitness Center, for updated information and events. This year, Mashawwood partnered with the Native American Fitness Council to provide training and certified fitness training specifically for Native Americans. Currently, they are staffed with 3 personal trainers who are focused on providing tools to promote healthy behaviors, physical fitness, and personal growth. District 2, District 2A, and District 3 community centers provide an outreach service to the band members who reside in the outer districts. Each community center has a program administrator who oversees the operation of the building and works collaboratively with each district rep and their staff. The Community Development Department consists of housing, facilities, project management, the home loan program, public works, and earthworks. The Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe Community Development Department is determined to provide quality service to band members who reside within District 1, 2, 2A, and 3. Over the past 5 years, the Housing Department has consistently applied and enforced the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe housing policies. These policies command application for the health, safety, and welfare of our communities and band members. The rental program is a large part of each district's community. The Housing Department believes our efforts have changed the communities and neighborhoods for the better. Our members feel safe and secure enough to take pride in their own lawn care, decor, and holiday decorating and additional efforts to enhance curb appeal, making their communities their own. One of the highlights of property management and resident services is they have performed 64 move-ins and 102 inspections and have offered 9 training classes. One of the goals for this upcoming year is to provide additional training classes to our tenants based on the need of each community. Please watch for a survey in the mail to share your ideas and input on training classes in the near future. The Housing Department has provided the program with 38 units to support a sober and drug-free living opportunity with the goal to build a stable residence and family reunification. The Housing Department looks forward to continued collaboration with the ZCUB program to support our members who are determined to come back into the community being responsible, healthy, and strong leaders of their families, in addition to being contributors to the Mille Lacs Band community. The Housing Department will continue to build positive relationships with the community and band members. According to band statute, the Housing Board is an advisory board that works in partnership with the Commissioner of Community Development and the Executive Director of Housing. The Housing Board has responsibilities to ensure the department is following housing policies. The board works in partnership with the Commissioner of Community Development to ensure all band members are treated fair and equal. Another program under housing is the Minnow Baabiitaw. This program is here to offer a safe, warm place to live for those band members that may be experiencing homelessness or waiting for a permanent home. This year, we are focusing on revising the current policies in order to meet the needs of unique band member situations, and also will be collaborating with the Health and Human Services case management team. The Public Works Department oversees road maintenance, water, wastewater, and solid waste in all 3 districts. Each year, all 3 districts participate in the spring cleanup, and the 2022 spring cleanup saw another record year of collection. Our solid waste department services over 800 customers. This includes elders, residential, and commercial properties within the service area. With the number of customers in our communities, the solid waste department was in great need to upgrade to new garbage trucks, and this year we were able to successfully secure a new truck. Some of the goals for the solid waste department is to be fully staffed and to continue to provide exceptional garbage service to our communities by upgrading our software for the solid waste routes in all 3 districts. In 2022, the Roads Department successfully completed the Van Gordon BIA road paving in District 3 and will continue to evaluate pavement conditions to determine the next project in the upcoming year. The Roads Department maintains all right-of-ways, including mowing, road signage placement, and replacement of signs in all 3 districts. In winter, they also do the snow and ice control on tribal roads, including silt and sanding. Here are some of the goals for 2023. State certification in water, wastewater for all employees. Planning and engineering for painting Bug Hill Water Tower. Connect the shear lines to Atagi water lines. The Project Management Department works with local, state, and federal jurisdictions to advocate for the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe interests. The project management team also oversees all phases of government-funded construction projects, which include civic buildings, commercial renovations, new home construction, home renovations, parks, road construction, and infrastructure. This year, we started to hold in-person community planning meetings, and this group has a representative from each department of the executive branch and legislative branch. During these planning meetings, the group discusses upcoming projects and initiatives for the upcoming fiscal year. These minutes are recorded and signed off by the Director of Project Management, Commissioner of Community Development, and the Chief Executive. We are always looking at how we can improve programs and services. If you have any questions or would like to schedule a meeting with any of the Executive Branch Commissioners, please contact Angel Orline at 320-532-7478. In closing, I look forward to this year to strengthen our communities and build a better government together. Let's continue to focus on the positive milestones and keep moving forward together. Have a happy new year.
Ani nindinawe maganadog, mi Baabiitaw gijugukwe indigenicas, minoa Baabiitaw indigo. Miko nomaya gi kagwejimega au, gidugi ma kwemanan, danadamagean, minoa dash nungoma nanadamage ma wewe niganawen jagade geo anjibamadazing, minoa dash eo indajijuni aking ma indananokiang. Shke dash nungum no windamage ma gaijiseg, minoa dash ma Giwi windam one ma gay na kamigak, we weni ma dana mamino sayang ma we weni dana demoinda au giwiji Nicquonabe minan. Hi, my relatives. My name is Baabiitaw, and I have been asked to support the operations of Anjibamadazing this year and also to support and supervise grants temporarily. So here I'm going to be sharing some of our successes and also some of the things we hope to find or hope to see in the future. Anjibamadazing is the name of our program. It means changing lives. And it's supported by the federal funding that is operated under the Public Law 102477. This is an aggregate of different federal funding sources that operates for one plan. And the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe's 477 plan is designed to meet the unique needs of individual communities and the reservation as a whole. The foundation or the background of the grant is to support the education, the employment, the training, and the stabilization of homes and families within the reservation. Anjibamadazing has also taken the role in administering funds for pandemic-related challenges that our community has faced in the past few years. This includes a number of different grants that are related to rental assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance, and other challenges that our families have faced due to the pandemic. Some of the main barriers to employment that our clients, our band members experience are challenges related to transportation, childcare, and also a combination of challenges related to mental health and substance use. And so our program is designed to support those that have barriers such as getting a driver's license or making sure that they are passing a driver's license test or working on their GED, resume building, mock interviews, and ultimately offering training and courses to help support individuals so that they have developed skill sets that they can bring to the workforce. Also, we support families in childcare assistance, and we support individuals with a combination of referrals and supportive services that are related to substance use or mental health issues. When you think about Anjibamadazing and what it means to change lives. And so with that, we have rolled out Rosetta Stone Level 1. Rosetta Stone Level 2 will be coming out this spring in 2023. And Rosetta Stone is currently used by 128 different tribes. Our Nicquonabe Cultural Development Team have logged 110 hours of audio with fluent speakers and oral histories that have been collected this year. Currently, there are 437 active adult education and training clients. 127 WEX participants provided 45,276 hours of labor to the community and local businesses, including the Mille Lacs Band Tribal Government Center, as they've learned job skills. One area that I would like to highlight that Anjibamadazing has rolled out in the past 18 months is Zakabinjana. Zakabinjana means peace within in our language. Zakab is the name of our transitional housing. So Zakub is meant to be safe, sober, and supportive housing. And this is the first example of the Mille Lacs Band having an all-district supportive housing, case-managed housing opportunity for our band members. Some examples of grants received for annual continuation are federal and state Head Start programming, Title IV Elder Nutrition to provide congregate dining and delivery meals to elder participants, Tribal Child Support Enforcement to offer fund collection and case management from the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe, Indian Housing Block Grant to support a reduced rate rental units for low-income families, the repairs of low-income rental units, and the weatherization of those units. Examples of new grants applied for are the Substance Abuse Prevention, Treatment and Aftercare, the new initiative beginning in 2023 for SUD Department. More information and stay tuned in the Anajmoan. The Dislocated Worker Grant for Anjibamaatzing, they received funding to provide additional opportunities for professional certifications. Also, the Mille Lacs Band has submitted a grant on behalf of our service area to provide broadband infrastructure development. So for that, the current total of grant funds is more than $35 million for 106 active awards. The Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe Grants Department is incredibly hardworking, and they have a tremendous amount of work on their plate when it comes to research, writing, reporting on behalf of the different Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe departments and our partners. Both the Anjibamaatzing Department and the Grants Department make it possible for us to provide these services that we offer here at the Mille Lacs Band. I can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of their daily business, their daily operations, and we look forward to the work to come this year.
Bonjour, Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe members. My name is Kelly Applegate, and I proudly serve the Mille Lacs Band as the Commissioner of Natural Resources. The State of the Band is a time of celebration, hope, and also a time to reflect. I'm excited to deliver this update to you all because there are so many exciting things that have been accomplished in the last year, and more exciting announcements are ahead for our natural resources work for the band. I would like to start off with some acknowledgments of the great people that make our work at the DNR possible. First, I want to thank our respected community elders, band members, harvesters, knowledge keepers, cultural leaders, and elected and appointed officials who have offered up their support, wisdom, knowledge, and guidance to our department. Next, I'd like to thank the hardworking staff at the DNR. I see their commitment to help our band members every day. It's truly amazing to see their teamwork. The Mille Lacs Band DNR has many departments, including agriculture, archives, cultural resources, enrollments, environmental, land management, tribal historic preservation office, and resource management, which has our fisheries, wildlife, forestry, and wildland programs. We also have a great administrative team with an executive director and office manager. There's a lot of hard work that goes on behind the scenes to achieve our mission, which includes the development and implementation of wildlife, fish, and forestry improvement activities, and regulating hunting, fishing, and gathering on the reservation and throughout the ceded territory. We also preserve cultural knowledge and practices as natural resources and provide many other services, including environmental protection, natural resource permits, historical preservation, and tribal enrollment. The Mille Lacs Band Department of Natural Resources puts our people and culture first. We remember and celebrate our ancestors, offer up our asema to the Creator in Manadug, and engage in ceremonial traditions that our people have always done. The DNR is honored to assist in the cultural and ceremonial practices of our people like feedings, dish settings, and assisting families with needed firewood and medicines. I'd like to take a moment to say Chi-miigwech to our wildland crew for their bravery in firefighting work, hard work maintaining our tribal lands and waters, and being available in emergency needs of the community. Your work is so important and does not go unnoticed. Like all of you, I often wonder what's next for our changing world. The impacts of climate change are becoming more apparent for our lands of Turtle Island and even the world. The band's Natural Resource Department manages many environmental issues stemming from climate change. These changes in climate can be seen in the intensity of weather events, in changes in water levels of our lakes and rivers, all of which impact our treaty resources and gifts from the Creator that we harvest, like our sacred manumin. This is one of the biggest challenges we as the Mille Lacs Band face today and into the future. The band is at the forefront of these issues to protect our resources and will continue to push for positive change and solid decision-making to ensure these resources will be here for our future generations. As all of you know, the band is faced with the threat of a copper-nickel mine in our District 2 community. This type of mining operation is a threat to the people, water, and way of life of our people. The Mille Lacs Band DNR has been working to elevate these concerns to the highest levels. We have done interviews with some of the nation's top media sources, such as the CBS Evening News, and locally have done stories with the Mille Lacs Messenger, Twin Cities Public Television, and other local media. We will continue to reach out to media and tell the untold story that this mine is no different than any of the other mine of this type. And the threats to our people, water, and way of life are not acceptable. I would like to say Chimigwich to those who have called and offered your perspective, cooperation, and support as the band continues its work on this issue. Please look for more information and updates at community meetings, band media, and the band newsletter. Now I'd like to give you all some updates and exciting news that our department is working on. I'm proud to announce that our enrollments department will embark on an exciting project in 2023 to audit and rebuild the band's enrollments files. There will be needed information from the community as we verify family names and spellings and collect unknown new information related to family trees. You can expect to see more information about the project coming out in the band media and community meetings. Please know that some of the information may be sensitive and will be treated as such as we work through the project. One goal is to find instances where blood quantum levels have been recorded in lesser fractions and make those corrections. Another major goal of the project is to create a streamlined database to make research easier for our staff. We are very excited for this project and look forward to working with the band membership to complete this research together. Another exciting announcement is that the DNR is working on a comprehensive land management plan. This will be the first of its kind for the band. The goals of the plan are to address current land issues, future land acquisition, potential for tribal zoning, FEDA trust prioritization, property management, leasing, and determine future land needs. The DNR is committed to creating this plan as it's essential to plan the band's land use into the future and to address our current land concerns. Our Tribal Historic Preservation Office has been involved in a unique project where Sherburne County is acquiring several hundred acres of land to create a county park. What's different here is that Sherburne County has reached out and invited the band to the decision-making table, and culturally sensitive areas within the park will be protected and respected. The overall theme of the park will be respect for the historic culture and peoples of the land, and will provide for learning opportunities. Sherburne County has cultivated a positive relationship with the band in this work and is the example of what great cooperation between a tribal government and a county government can achieve when working together. Our Fisheries Department had a busy year in 2022. One of their many successes was a dark house ice fishing program in the late winter. Many groups came out to spear, and even some youth groups came out to learn from the elders how it's done. What a great program that will continue this year as well. Watch for an announcement soon. Our agriculture program has made some exciting progress over the past year with acquiring a grant to provide irrigation to our operations at Lenny's Garden, also known as the old Sodbusters property. It was a successful year at the orchard in Lenny's Garden, with many band members picking bushels of fresh, organic apples. This is what we strive for in the Ag program, a source of our own tribally grown foods free of harmful chemicals and a way to provide for ourselves. I'm also excited to announce that we are planning to raise pheasants and grouse at our ranch this summer that can be released into the wild and provide more hunting opportunities for band members. Our wildlife program had an exciting year as well, with an inventory of our milkweed and native plants that support pollinators, with a focus to help monarch butterflies. The scientists from Kansas were astonished by the high amount of naturally occurring milkweed on our tribal lands and stressed the importance of keeping our lands wild for these species. We will continue to manage our lands as a place for all of the Creator's gifts to our people. Chimigwich for your time today, and I take great pride in serving the band as the Commissioner of Natural Resources.
Buju and Dinawe Magani Dug, Niyogaabawiikwe Dug, Niiyogaabawiikwe Indigenous. Nimin Wenda Minin Dagozian Dawidu Kazoyan o Okea ga Anuniguyan de Ganawindaman Niu Gikinu Amadi Wigamikun Binishkaye Dawidu Kawag Mississagagani Nishinabe Anindigo in Danakid Waywane da Ijigikinu Amagozit. Niwayang Guamatun de Bimiwijigadig Gidin Waywanan Binishkaye Gidijitwawanan Niganakea. Mi'il mamo apitindagwak. Mi'il gaye gai kiduya ikiduadingyu mindamuyayag na kiweziyag. Buju, my name is Niiyogaabawiikwe, also known as Neo. My government paper name is Brooke Gonzalez. I'm happy to have been asked to work for the benefit of the people of the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. My own Nicole was a member of the community known as Mike Mousse, and I have 3 children who are band members. I'm the beneficiary of language and cultural teaching from many elders of the band, including my predecessor, Joyce Shingaby. While working to improve the education of Mille Lacs Band members without her is not the way I would have chosen, I remain committed to carrying out her vision for education, which includes creating opportunities for a well-rounded Anishinaabe education grounded in academic, cultural, and Ojibwe language excellence. As we continue to adjust to life after the pandemic, the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe Education Department remains committed to rebuilding and reconnecting. We have a great team of directors, including our new Executive Director, Raina Killspotted, Early Education Director Nancy Sabu, Ojibwe Language Program Director Amanda Nickaboyne-Meyer, and our Nayashing School Principal Letitia Weiss. While I don't have time here to list all of our staff, I hope that you will join me in offering them our thanks for helping us care for our students during such a dynamic and at times difficult time in the history of education. Because it was an especially difficult time to be a staff member and a student during pandemic education, I want to spend my time today celebrating the accomplishments of our department. In my very first week in office in May, I attended a graduation ceremony at Nayashing, where we celebrated 3 graduates. One of them graduated early as a junior, taking full advantage of the opportunity to also complete college courses while in high school. The other 2 completed their schooling through our Oshkimajitada alternative learning program. All 3 of these graduates showed a commitment and level of personal responsibility to their education that continues to inspire me as I work on completing my doctoral degree. In our Ojibwe language program, we continue to build partnerships and work across departments to build our opportunities for language and culture learning. Students have benefited from demonstrations from the tribal DNR to expand knowledge about our traditional food harvesting methods. We are also part of an organization known as the Midwest Indigenous Immersion Network, which connects us with programs throughout Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Canada, providing access to language resources on a broader scale. I'm excited to bring my previous knowledge of Ojibwe language program development into our efforts so we can build a set of comprehensive standards based on the wealth of Mille Lacs-specific knowledge that can be incorporated into our educational systems from the youngest of our BBA-SUG to the adult learners. In our early education department, we are happy to report that we are seeing a slow recovery of our enrollment numbers. We have construction underway to increase our physical spaces to serve more students. However, we need more staff to serve more students and to completely reopen our childcare portion of programming. I encourage you all to consider a career in early education, as we're also in the process of planning training opportunities for early childhood education that can occur as you work in our classrooms. Our higher education students also deserve a big miigwech for their tireless work they have done to continue to push through to the goal of completing that degree, certification, or training during the pandemic. We know it was not always easy to manage isolation, lack of in-person instruction and tutoring, and the social aspects of higher education that are vital to the experience. 76 students did the work to finish and get their high school diploma, qualifying certification, associates, bachelor's, master's, and even doctoral degrees during an extremely challenging time. Miigwech, Michelle, and Loretta for supporting our students. In closing, I want to again commend the staff for keeping so many students on track. Having spent my own time in education during the pandemic as an administrator and a teacher of record for 2nd, 3rd, 7th, and 8th grades, I know there were many times the teacher was the lifeline for entire families, a happy face during a troubled time, often masking our own level of stress and anxiety. I appreciate you all so much. I also encourage anyone hearing this to consider a career in education. It is one of the most tangible ways to help our people on the daily. As we have been taught in our Anishinaabe ways, every person has a gift of knowledge. Come and share yours with us. We need more Ojibwe teachers to teach our ways and our language to our own children, and we have the schools in which to do so. And to all of our students, miigwech for being an inspiration to us by continuing to remain flexible, hardworking, self-motivated, and resilient. I encourage you all to take some time to heal from this experience and to reach out to our staff for help as you continue your education. Miigwech Bizindawieg.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Anderson and I am the Commissioner of Health and Human Services for the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. I am also a Mille Lacs Band member from District 1 where I reside with my beautiful family. It is and has been a great honor and privilege to serve the community in this capacity over the past few years, and it is something that I take very seriously. If you know me, then you probably know that I love me a good quote, so I will start there. Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. Robin Sharma. The time spent building a solid foundation will pay for itself tenfold. Darren Varndell. Both of these quotes keep me going when times get tough. Change, or as I like to call it, transformation, can be difficult because we are by nature creatures of habit. So even good change can make us feel some discomfort, but with discomfort comes growth. The past year has been an eventful one of transformation for us in Health and Human Services. As we have been adjusting to care post-pandemic, We have also been working diligently to stabilize the foundation of Health and Human Services. Every successful organization must have a strong and solid foundation to build upon. A strong foundation is critical for sustainability and growth. The HHS leadership team was already digging into operations when COVID made its way into the States during the winter of 2020. Very quickly, our priority switched to pandemic management and response. It is important to note this, as it did slow down some of our operational work as we went to limited staff and focused on the pandemic and safety. Everything changed very rapidly during that time and through the beginning of 2022. Some days were good and other days were long and taxing. Through all the ups and downs, the unknowns, the tears, and the long days, it became very evident that we have a powerhouse team in Health and Human Services that is very dedicated to providing quality services to the community. I am very grateful for the team that we have become. In 2022, HHS participated in a couple of surveys and evaluations to get a good, unbiased look at what was working and where we had opportunities. Through this process, we found that HHS is heading in the right direction, and the decisions we have been making are on track with industry standards and best practices. A few notable areas include information technology modernization, operations, health services realignment, and increased access to behavioral health services. Information technology is said to be the digital heartbeat of an organization. Technology keeps us connected, helps us send and receive information, and so much more. The world we live in today requires us to stay current with technology so that we can best meet your needs. The move to the new HHS facility and pandemic really pushed us into taking a deeper dive into how we use technology. I am very pleased to say that we are entering year 2 of our 3-year information technology plan and look forward to modernizing our electronic health record in 2023. I know sometimes discussion on technology and operations are not as exciting as, say, a new program, but they are essential to ensuring we have the right pieces in place to move us forward effectively. I am very grateful to report that HHS is getting caught up with the modern times, especially when it comes to our technology. This has a major impact on nearly everything we do today, as it is all connected in some way, shape, or form. Over the years, HHS has grown tremendously. We provide a lot of services, which is a great thing. However, sometimes there was not a clear plan in place, which led to duplication of services and inefficiencies in workflows. We're working really hard to align services appropriately. As we move forward, it is our goal to provide excellent services in a fair and compassionate manner. During the summer of 2022, I was approached by one of our youth at a community meeting. This individual talked to me about some of the struggles they had personally experienced with mental health and their peers who were also experiencing struggles with their mental health. It really hit home hearing this individual talk about how important mental health support is and how so many youth are seeking help and have had a hard time getting that help. Since then, the team at HHS has worked hard to come up with a sustainable plan for mental health services. This fall, we brought in a psychiatrist who specializes in adolescent psychiatry and have developed a year-long project to beef up our behavioral health department and to also ensure we are providing services in each district during this process. In addition, I wanted to mention a few things to look forward to in 2023. We recently hired a full-time optometrist and optician. Psychiatric services are underway and being further developed. We've increased our community outreach events. Please do attend these. We're developing care teams in each district and working on band member development. If you have any interest in HHS, please apply and join our team. There is so much opportunity for you in HHS. In closing, as we enter 2023, I want to wish you all a very happy new year. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to all of our community members for their support the past few years as we have navigated the uncharted waters of the pandemic. I also ask for your continued feedback and support as we move some of our new initiatives forward. As always, never hesitate to reach out to me. I enjoy listening to your feedback, having critical conversations, and getting some good old advice.
Bonjour, Jigay Gabo Indigenous, Nayquonabe Indigu, Maingan and Dudame, Mississauga Eganing and Dunjaba, Nisawag Nindanasug, Ajwana Kudukwe, Minawa Ogamawabiikwe, Minawa Ogama Sekwe, Niwidige Oma, Mississauga Eganing. My name's Joe Nayquonabe. I'm the CEO of Mille Lacs Corporate Ventures and Commissioner of Corporate Affairs for the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. And I'm here to give you an update on the state of our economy as it relates to Mille Lacs Corporate Ventures. So as you know, Mille Lacs Corporate Ventures is active in 5 different lanes of business: gaming, hospitality, marketing, the Mille Lacs Tribal Economy Investing, and government contracting. We invest time, talent, and resources into the companies under the MLCV portfolio in order to build a social and economic foundation for the Mille Lacs Band. As we learned through the lasting and dramatic impact of the global pandemic, most companies can no longer rest on their laurels to succeed. This holds especially true for MLCV in every vertical of our operation. Thankfully, we utilize this unprecedented cultural and economic shift to our advantage, not just competitively adapting to the times, but stepping ahead of them when we can. As we look to the near future, our most significant revitalization and evolution will happen in gaming hospitality. Working directly with the band assembly, we plan to present a new proposal outlining a substantial remodeling of Grand Casino Mille Lacs and Grand Casino Hinckley's hotels. These won't just be aesthetic facelifts to our properties. These will be based on extensive research we've gathered from our guests and their needs, so we can provide an ambitiously tailored hospitality experience across our portfolio that builds lasting and significant revenue for the tribe. Our casinos have served as a guiding force through the economic fluctuations imposed by the pandemic and its continuous ripple effects. Even in the face of labor shortages, both properties configured their own internal efficiencies to rise to the endless demands of hospitality, entertainment, and dining. While innovating its gaming offerings, the casinos reopened flagship restaurants, put on sold-out concerts, created special giveaways, drew in new guests, and provided exceptional customer service at every turn. Among Grand Casinos Mille Lacs and Grand Casino Hinckley's many achievements, we successfully continued the Youth Ambassador Program for Mille Lacs Band Youth this year. This program aims to provide our youth with an opportunity for career exploration and skill building for future jobs. This program gives our MLCV businesses a tangible and meaningful stake in the Mille Lacs Band educational system. We developed and trained these future associates while creating customized, hand-on guides and mentorship for each youth. The total number of participants this year was impressive. 120 Mille Lacs Band youth worked for MLCV this past summer. 1 at Big Sandy Resort, 2 at Mille Lacs Corporate Ventures headquarters, 1 at Nayquonabe, 47 at Grand Casino Hinckley, and 69 at Grand Casino Mille Lacs. We also employed 15 Mille Lacs Band interns in the summer of 2022. They had the opportunity to work directly with executive leadership on projects that allowed them to contribute to the success of MLCV. Each intern participated in key projects, events, and working sessions to learn, develop, and experience a corporate work environment. Another important part of our gaming portfolio is our latest venture, SlotCo. SlotCo was built to help tribal casinos improve their gaming experience and increase revenue by leasing high-performance slot machines, supplementing them with advanced data science resources, and infusing capital where needed. The first contract for SlotCo included the delivery of slot machines to Grand Casino Mille Lacs and Hinckley in the fall of 2022, and the second contract will deliver machines to Grand Portage Casino. To date, SlotCo has 10 tribes in the Midwest, Southwest, and Northwest with signed non-disclosure agreements. Moving on to the hospitality portfolio. The industry was projected to have a lengthy recovery from the pandemic. Estimates place pre-pandemic business outcomes to not happen until 2025. As we've emerged from the pandemic, MLCV moved from using an external hotel management company to bringing the hotel management function in-house to Matadizzi. This allowed Matadizzi to strengthen the strategic plan and incorporate a flexible business model based on the demands of the market as it continues to rebound from the pandemic. The hospitality market recovery is dependent on several factors, including business travel, events, meetings, and employees returning back to downtown St. Paul and our other regions for employment. This is improving, but has not made a real full recovery at this time. Tourism is our second important lever necessary for growth of this business, which is making a recovery and projected to make a full recovery by 2024. We focused on sustainable energy this year as well to help us chart a path forward through the global climate crisis. MLCV has spearheaded pivotal solar projects across our portfolio. In June, the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe and MLCV held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the 3.35 megawatt solar array east of the Grand National Golf Course in Hinckley, Minnesota. The solar array will save Gregson and Hinckley over $3.3 million in energy costs over 30 years and sequester significant CO2 emissions equivalent to planting over 200,000 trees. As we broker partnerships with experts in the field of energy and sustainability, more groundbreaking projects like this will continue. Our focus on entrepreneurship this year is another huge call out. As we shared last year, MLCV created the Mille Lacs Tribal Economy Business Incubator, which is a project created to build a successful pipeline of entrepreneurs and connect them with critical resources in the region. A notable win for MLCV was our coordination of a $3.2 million Federal Economic Development Administration grant and a $1.3 million congressionally directed spending grant for incubators in Onamia and Hinckley. As a result of these business incubators, the well-being of our tribe will be enhanced through job creation, local dollar circulation, and community building. We continued our partnership this year with the Initiative Foundation to recruit budding entrepreneurs for the Mille Lacs Tribal Economy, including Mille Lacs Band members for a 12-week Enterprise Academy. Since this program's inception, 46 members of the Mille Lacs Tribal community have gone through the Enterprise Academy, 37 of which are Mille Lacs Band members. This is a significant step towards building an entrepreneur ecosystem, creating greater industry diversity, and helping tribal members participate in the regional economy as small business owners. If you've driven in Onamia lately, you've probably noticed the Red Willow Estates construction. This is a 30-unit townhome community with 22 two-bedroom units and 8 three-bedroom units. With an emphasis on family-friendly amenities, residents will have access to the Sioux Line Recreation Trail, a beautiful community garden, a new basketball court, a playground, and an outdoor community gathering area outfitted with grills, fire pits, benches, picnic tables, and a covered shelter. Construction began in the spring of 2022 and is expected to wrap up this spring. We also expect to break ground in the summer of 2023 on another development called Mission Creek Estates. In Hinckley, it will be a 40-unit apartment complex offering 10 one-bedroom units, 20 two-bedroom units, and 10 three-bedroom units. This project will also boast numerous energy efficiency features, including a full solar roof array. The project has room for 28 garages and a small player area as well. We're also really excited about our first big venture into the urban population with our Ventura project in South Minneapolis across the street from the All Nations Church. This development will be over 11,000 square feet of community and meeting space for citizens of the band. It will also feature 36 different apartment units for housing needs in the urban area. Lastly, I want to share more about our government contracting line of business. Muckwa Global has seen tremendous growth and development as a tribal enterprise this year due to its remarkable ability to solicit government projects on a global scale. Recent contracts include the Diplomatic Security Overseas Support Services Program and the Criminal Justice Expertise Program. Both have a 4+ year period of performance. Currently, Muckwa Global has 28 operational activities, including but not limited to anti-terrorism assistance, counterterrorism, and rapid engineering and construction. Regionally, there are currently active operations in Duluth and Cook, Minnesota. In closing, these updates are just scratching the surface on all of what MLCV has going on. You'll find much more information in our written update located within the Executive Branch report. We look forward to continuing our work building the tribal economy of the Mille Lacs Band of Ojibwe. And on behalf of MLCV, we wish you and your family a happy and healthy 2023. Miigwech.
Anin, my name is Caleb Dogeagle, and I've had the pleasure of serving as the Solicitor General for the Mille Lacs Band since May of 2019. I oversee the Department of Justice on behalf of the band, and that is comprised of the Mille Lacs Tribal Police Department as well as the Office of Solicitor General. Our Mille Lacs Tribal Police Department is led by Chief James West and Deputy Chief Derek Nauman, as well as DNR officers, dispatch, patrol officers, and our emergency management coordinator. I want to take a moment and thank them all for their dedication and service to all of our communities and helping to keep our communities safe. Next, I'd like to provide an update on our lawsuit with the county. The lawsuit has reached the end at the federal district court level, and we expect a ruling from Judge Nelson in the coming months. The county has indicated that they would likely appeal any adverse ruling. Nonetheless, our outside counsel, as well as the Office of Solicitor General, stands ready to defend the band's position in that case. To help combat against the opioid crisis, in 2019, we filed suit on behalf of the band against opioid manufacturers and distributors. That case has moved slowly through the federal courts, and large part of those cases have been paused while a test case out of Oklahoma reaches its conclusion. Back in October of 2022, some settlements started to be reached with some of those manufacturers and distributors. In fact, I think 2 settlements have been reached, and in the coming year we expect more settlements to be reached with other opioid distribution and manufacturers, and for a distribution formula to come out from the courts as well. Those settlement funds can be used to help combat the opioid crisis that is affecting all of our communities. Another way the band can help fight the opioid crisis is through a Department of Justice grant that we received back in 2019, and that is a collaboration with the United States Attorney's Office. I serve as a Special Assistant United States Attorney to prosecute federal crimes that arise or have a nexus to the Mille Lacs Indian Reservation. The SAUSA position started in 2020 and has boosted our law enforcement's efforts and increased the ability to meet the needs of our communities. The SAUSA grant has led to increased collaboration and cooperation with the United States Attorney's Office and other federal law enforcement agencies. This is just one of another set of tools that the Office of Solicitor General can use to fulfill our prosecutorial duties in band statute. The band applied for a Department of Justice grant and was awarded that grant. The grant is the Tribal Access Program, and it allows for critical information to the band to be accessed right at the government center so that we can help fulfill our duties. Some of the areas besides the Office of Solicitor General that will be using it include housing, Head Start, education, and of course law enforcement. Some of the goals for the Department of Justice in 2023 include increasing our services that we provide, continue to advocate for the band's interest in the county lawsuit and the opioid cases. On behalf of the Office of Solicitor General, I want to thank the elected leaders in the communities for the opportunity to serve the community in the coming year. I hope everyone has a healthy 2023.